Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here to give you my official review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 16. Now, of course, if you haven't seen this episode, please go check it out, because this review may contain spoilers. But that being said, let's get into Episode 16 of Dragon Ball Super. Now, first things first. I know that we're in a transition period, which means that we have to deal with a lot of filler episodes. Which, basically, what we're doing now. We're in a transition period in between the Battle of Gods arc and the Resurrection F arc. Now, granted, if you haven't been reading or keeping up with the manga has done a freaking brilliant job at giving us really cool content. And they did a really awesome thing that came out of left field, which was erasing Resurrection F saga from Dragon Ball Super. Apparently, they erased that and skipped it and went right directly into Universe 6, which to I say, should have done that from the beginning. However, regardless of any of that, in the anime side of things, minus the manga stuff, we're in a transition period where we're getting closer, we're getting setups into that, which I think is why this episode stands alone as a really awesome, entertaining, phenomenal episode. It may be a fillerific fucking episode, but unlike last week's episode, this one definitely delivers and does awesome setups for future episodes, specifically future story arcs. Now, I don't know personally if in the anime we're gonna do the Resurrection F storyline again. I'm pretty sure we will. I mean, like, Toei Animation's more than likely gonna want to milk this shit and basically do what they did with Battle of Gods, which is expand upon it and do different things. But more than likely, it's essentially just going to come out and have the same kind of return. However, this episode did a lot of really cool things, and there's number one thing that I have to get off my chest that I mentioned in a previous Dragon Ball Super episode, and that is Vegeta episodes are the best. Now, Dragon Ball storyline is all about Goku. He's the main focus of this story. He's supposed to be the character we're following through this whole thing. However, if there is something that I have come to realize through my many of watching of Dragon Ball Super, is that every episode that has to have dealing with freaking Vegeta or Bulma as the plot device for that specific episode tends to be the best episode. I mean, like, let's just put it out there. Every episode that has Vegeta and Bulma in it as the main focus point are the best episodes. I mean, all of them are just phenomenally done and badass and more interesting than the other episodes that have other things to go around. I mean, like, yes, you can, really hype up the God versus God thing, which was really cool. However, the Vegeta episodes tend to be, for me, in my subjective opinion, my personal favorite episodes from the series so far, and this episode delivers on that. Now, granted, there are other things that are really cool, like we got to see the beginnings of, like, Goku back to farming. He has to get back. He's in the doghouse at this point in time. He got to have his fun. He got to have his training. He got to become a Super Saiyan God and fight Beerus, Lord Beerus the Destroyer, or God of Destruction, whichever title you want to give him. And he saved the day, kinda, sorta, whatever. So he's pretty much at that point where he has to go back to the mundane life he was living prior to the events of this storyline, which is kind of sad, but we already know inevitably he will be ending up in freaking Beerus's world, where he's going to start his training, fight Frieza, do training again, and then go off and do the Universe 6 stuff that we're getting now in the manga, which of course, once again, I must highly recommend reading the freaking manga. It's freaking badass, and we're at Universe 6 stuff already. Fucking check it out. But that being said, freaking, I love these moments with Goku and Krillin. I mean, Krillin, we already knew from the teasers that it was hinted that Goku and Krillin would have their little moments. I felt like it was cut a little short, to be completely honest. I felt like they should have expanded on it a little bit. However, I really enjoyed the flashback where Krillin and Goku were kind of like reminiscing of their training under the tutelage of Master Roshi back in the Dragon Ball days, which is really cool. I love the reanimations of the Dragon Ball moments, especially considering the fact that I personally have been going back and binge watching the old seasons of Dragon Ball, so it's really cool to get like a little nostalgia rush with the Dragon Ball stuff, which is really cool and fun. Overall, it was nice to see those Krillin moments. We don't really get to see a lot of Krillin in this series, and considering the fact that he's kind of like one of those human characters, amongst all the various other characters who, if you're not a freaking Goku or Vegeta, you're kind of pointless. But it was kind of just fun to have him in there and just have his moments with Goku. Although I really don't understand the punch in the face was all about. I really feel like that was like out of left field and like, what the fuck? Why, Goku? Why'd you have to hit him? Like, you're a god. You know you're way stronger than him. Come on. But anyways, regardless of any of that, it was really fun to see them have their little moments in the beginning of the episode. And then we get to High Gear with the Whis, Bulma, and Vegeta stuff, which is the best part of this episode. It's also the main part of the episode, but still the best part nonetheless. I mean, let's just put it out there. Vegeta is hilariously awesome. Now, I would never think in my many years of watching anything Dragon Ball that I would ever feel like Vegeta could be a hilarious character. He is far from a comedic character. However, Dragon Ball Super and like the new content that Toriyama seems to come up with, he has made Vegeta more of a joke, but in a good way. I say that in a more respectable way than just bashing him, because Vegeta is still a badass in his own right, and he has a goal in mind. He wants to become a Super Saiyan God, he wants to defeat Beerus, and he wants to prove once and for all that he is better than Goku, seeing as how that is his main objective for the majority of his lifespan, which I don't think will ever happen, but you never know. I mean, considering what the manga's been doing, it could be possible that one day Vegeta could surpass Goku, but regardless of any of that stuff, we have to wait and read in future chapters of the manga. However, it was just really cool to see those kind of moments. I love the fact that they did some really interesting setups to Vegeta ending up on Beerus' world. You have like really cool, like hilarious moments of Vegeta just trying to prove himself to get on Whis' good side, and you have Bulma on the sidelines just bitching at him. It's like, you don't need this shit, stop fucking around, all that funny stuff. It was really cool to see those moments. I mean, let's just put it out there. I said it once, well, technically a dozen times, but it's true. The Vegeta Bulma moments are the best. Why can't they have their own spin-off series about them being married and dealing with each other? I want that series. If there's any multiple series that are spin-offs of Dragon Ball that I want Toriyama or Toei Animation to make, number 1, Vegeta and Bulma marriage counseling. Number 2, Jocko the Galactic Patrolman. And number 3, Vegeta and his animal companions. Now, the last one sounds extraordinarily weird, if you're wondering, and there's a reason why, because spoilers, in the midst of all this proving himself and trying to come up with a good meal for Whis to justify Vegeta coming back with him to Beerus' world for training, special training rather, he decides to cook a whole bunch of stuff, hilariously, jokingly, very animatedly and freaking cartoony, and he starts cooking up eggs and he's fucking up everything because he's just a putz, and then freaking out of nowhere, a chicken pops out of his egg, and it's hilariously starts imitating Vegeta as he's getting all pissed off at Whis and all that crazy stuff. Hilariously. I'm just saying, I want Vegeta to have an animal companion. It was fucking funny. Granted, it was only for a 5-second joke, but it was freaking funny. Who doesn't want that? I mean, if Yamcha can have a cat, I want Vegeta to have his pet chicken. I want him to have a pet chicken or a pet bird or some said shit. He doesn't have to talk, but I want him to imitate everything Vegeta does. Based off this episode, I want that to be a series. I don't care if it's a long series or a mini series. I want that to be a thing. Let that be a thing somewhere. A meme, a joke, a vine. Who cares? I want that to be a thing. Vegeta, Animal Companion. That's it. That's the title. Hilarious. Really funny stuff. I love this episode. You can pretty much guess that I extremely love this episode. It was funny. It was entertaining. It had its action, but it was mostly just comedic, and it set up a lot of really cool things from the manga over to the anime. Now, granted, here's the thing that I'm kind of speculating that I have no idea which way to go with. I was going to make a separate video for this, but I just decided just to mix it in with this review, which is, where is the anime going to go from here? Now, we already know, like I said, we're in the transition period where we're in between Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. I don't really want Super to recreate Resurrection F, considering the mixed reaction that the first part of Super has gotten. I rather than just do what the manga has done, which is skip Resurrection F and go directly to Universe 6 stuff, which is what the manga's been doing perfectly. However, I get this feeling that they're just going directly into the Frieza stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, like, I guess it would make sense considering the fact that we already relived the Beerus stuff, so, I'm pretty sure they're just going to do the exact same thing with the Frieza stuff, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that they would just do the same exact thing. I just don't know. I mean, it's just really weird. The way it's set up, it's almost like, are they just going to go directly into what the manga's doing? Or are they just going to just do what they did with the first part of Super, which is just recreate the movie and then set up for the stuff that we all came here to watch, which is the Universe 6 stuff, which the manga has been doing amazingly. Once again, I know I'm beating you over the head with this, but I'm just saying, check out the manga. It is badass. I mean, the last chapter alone was so freaking epic and awesome. However, isn't it interesting the fact that Vegeta is bringing a shit ton of cup of ramen noodles? Is this setting up to that kind of stuff? Because food is a major influence into the events of Universe 6. As ridiculous and stupid as that sounds, it's true. So I don't know where it's going to go from here, but regardless of any of the future episodes of Super or the future chapters of the manga, this episode alone was awesome. I loved it. It was funny. It was lighthearted. It was comedic. I like Goku moments. I like the Krillin moments. I like even the flashbacks to the Dragon Ball moments. But especially, I love the Vegeta moments. And they were hilarious. And of course, next week, it seems like we're going to get even more comedic Bulma moments and more comedic Goku moments. And hell, even Gohan gets to do something. Thank God, because Gohan needs to do something on his godforsaken universe now. And please, can someone, for the life of me, I don't know why someone hasn't done it yet, but please, can someone in the comment section below tell me why Gohan wears glasses? I asked that, I think a review ago, and no one has still commented and let me know why. It just boggles my mind how Gohan is a super powered being, however he needs glasses to see for some reason. Why does he need glasses? Is it like a Clark Kent thing, or is he just wear it because it helps his sight? I don't get it. I don't know. Please, can someone tell me why he wears glasses, please? However, really cool that he's gonna have something to do next week. Hopefully it's something cool. We saw a little glimpse of the Great Saiyaman, so hopefully it's something epic. But I'm more than guessing that it's more than likely going to be comedic and probably not to Gohan's favor. So hopefully none of the hardcore Gohan fans don't get all crazy about it. But that being said, regardless of any of that, episode 16 was phenomenal. I loved it. I'm giving it my final verdict, 9 out of 10. It was a solid, fun, awesome, hilarious episode. Vegeta killed it. Bulma killed it. Whis killed it. And everybody else was hilarious, and I can't wait to see what else comes up. I'm loving these filler episodes. I'm just saying, I know the anime community can get really harsh and really dark when it comes to filler episodes, but Dragon Ball Super has been killing it with filler episodes. I'm just saying, just the chicken, please be a thing. I want that little chicken, the little bird, to be a thing, and I want there to be a Jocko series, and I want there to be a Vegeta Bulma marriage series. I want them all to be like spin-offs, to be like a legitimate thing. Can it be? Please, can it be? I don't know. Let me know what you personally think about that. And of course, let me know what you personally think about all things Dragon Ball Super in the comment section below. What did you think about the manga? If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. But if you have been keeping up to date with the manga, let me know your personal thoughts on that in the future of the Universe 6 story arc. And of course, let me know your personal thoughts on the Resurrection F story arc. How do you think it's going to transition to the anime? Let me know your personal thoughts on Vegeta's training under Whis. Let me know your personal thoughts on how that's going to go. Let me know also your personal thoughts on how Goku is going to transition into Beerus' world to train under Whis, and all that other awesome badass stuff. And of course your personal speculation, predictions, and hopes and dreams of what will happen in future episodes of the Super anime and manga. But that being said, comment below, let me know what you personally think. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @JohnSk12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been JohnSk12.